Hello and welcome to another GCSE revision video, and in this video we're going to be looking at solving inequalities. In exactly the same way as solving equations, it's still all about maintaining balance. What we do to one side of an inequality, we must also do to the other side. Let's take for example the inequality 2x plus 5 is greater than 15. Adding or subtracting the same number won't upset the balance in any way. We already know this from solving equations. If I take the 5 away from the 2x plus 5 and take the 5 away from the 15, 2x is greater than 10 holds just as true as 2x plus 5 is greater than 15. Again, if I divide both sides by the same positive number, it similarly won't make any change to the balance. So if 2x is greater than 10, then it stands to reason that x is greater than 5. If that's not sufficiently convincing, you can try substituting some numbers in instead. For example, if 2 times 6 is greater than 10, in other words 12 is greater than 10, if we halve both sides of the inequality, 2 times 6 becomes 6 and 10 becomes 5, and we've got 6 is greater than 5. So the inequality holds true if we divide by 2. Try dividing by other positive numbers just to check that that inequality doesn't change. However, if we multiply or divide both sides by a negative number, the inequality is reversed. For example, if x is greater than 5, then negative x is less than negative 5. This is because to the left of 0, as the magnitude of numbers increase, the value of the numbers decrease. This is because as we go left along the number line, the numbers get smaller. For example, negative 3 is less than negative 2. And as we go right along the number line, the numbers get bigger. For example, 3 is bigger than 2. Okay, well, so much for the theory. Let's have a go at putting this into practice. Let's start off with a nice easy one. Let's say something like 6x plus 1 is greater than 13. Okay, well, we can subtract 1 from both sides of the inequality without changing the sign, so that means 6x is greater than 13 minus 1 is 12. And we can divide both sides by 6 without changing the inequality, so x is greater than 2. Okay, let's try something a little bit more complicated. Let's try something like 1 minus 3x is less than negative 8. Okay, so we can subtract 1 from both sides, so we get negative 3x is less than negative 8 minus 1 is negative 9. We can divide both sides by positive 3 without changing the inequality, so we've got negative x is less than negative 3. And now if we multiply both sides by negative 1, we have to change the inequality to make it the opposite. So that becomes x is greater than 3. And if that's not clear, if negative x is less than negative 3, let's take for example negative 4 is less than negative 3. if we then change that all to positive, if negative 4 is less than negative 3, then 4 is bigger than 3. Okay, I hope that was helpful. I'd like to wish you all the best with your revision and all the best with your exams, and I'll see you in another video.